What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are going to play this awesome tower defense game called Infinitode, or Infinitode, not really sure. But anyway, you can see the name of the game for yourselves in the video description. This is a really great game, despite the horrible name, by the way. The game is really great. So at the core, the game is just a traditional tower defense game. You know, we place towers, we click start, and there we go. The enemies arrive, and we have to make sure to protect our base over here on the right side from those guys running in here. And to start out, we have only a few enemies coming in, and of course we have very little gold, but then as we kill these guys, we get more and more gold. So a very traditional tower defense game in that manner. And then we can also upgrade each of these towers. We can either upgrade the range, we can upgrade the attack speed, the rotation and projectile speed, or the damage. So for example, we can increase the range a tiny bit here. As you guys can see, we see that indicated when we click each of these towers as well. And so far, we're doing quite okay, and we can launch a new wave before the next one is over to get a bit of a bonus. But that's also where the similarities between a traditional tower defense game and then this one stop, because this one is an endless tower defense game, which is a subgenre that I've never really played before. So I was very curious to see how this game operates. When I first found it, I actually got it recommended over on the Android gaming subreddit. So shout out to all of you guys from over there. But what does that actually mean? How does an endless tower defense game then operate? Well, the first part is of course kind of obvious. It means that we can keep going. These waves never stop until we do eventually die. And when we then do die, we get a currency that we can use in one of the most elaborate upgrading systems that I have ever seen. So let me go show you guys that right now. We can quit this one without actually ending the level, and then we can go in here. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I meant with elaborate. Look at how many different types of upgrades we have here. So first of all, we have an entire upgrade tree for each of the different types of towers that we can build. Such as, for example, this one. This is a sniper. A really great one, by the way. A great tower. Or this one over here, the most basic tower, which was what we placed before. Let's have a look at some of the upgrades. Price of upgrade reduced by 2%. New towers immediately gain experience for second level. We have some extra attack range. We have a damage multiplier. We have so many different types of upgrades. And then we also have some upgrades that don't really have anything to do with a specific tower, such as health increases, or I think up here we have something like, initial coins is increased by 5, and we have something here that is going to change the force wave button a bit, and something here that allows us to speed up the game up to 4 times. All of these upgrades here are going to cost us the only currency available in the game, and we get that whenever we finish one of these levels. So that means when we eventually die in the level we're in right now, we'll get some more of this. So what do we want to upgrade? Well, I think we could maybe upgrade the sniper, because the sniper could use some extra damage. So let's see if we can increase the damage a tiny bit. This one, +5 to the critical damage on level 20. Nah, what about this one? New towers immediately start stronger. The rotation speed increase. I think that one's a good one. So let's upgrade that once. And then one more thing I want to show you is that this is also how we unlock new types of towers. For example, if we wanted to play with this one called Tesla, we could buy that for 2,500, and you know what? Let's do that right now and go back and continue here, and now we should be able to buy this new tower that we've just unlocked. How awesome is that? So we can keep going. If we get into trouble, we can go out, we can buy some upgrades, and we can go back in again and continue this level here, this exactly same level. That is kind of cool. As we then also finish these levels, we do also unlock new tiles on which we can place towers. So to begin with, we have very few tiles available, and then over time, we get more and more available to us. And that, of course, allows us to get even further in these levels every single time. So I think about now, we probably want to start placing these splash towers here. I've already placed one right here, as you guys can see. I'm going to place a few more because they are really great. I found out that about an hour ago when I unlocked them in another game, and they were just so great. They allowed me to get much, much further. I think I got to around, was it wave 74? I think was my record. So the cool thing about these splash towers here, and the reason why I would recommend you guys to buy them very, very early on in the game, is that they allow you to hit lots of enemies very, very quickly with a pretty decent amount of damage, actually. At least more than these basic towers. I have yet to see how this Tesla one works. I think that's one lightning them. That's kind of cool. So we definitely want to upgrade the Tesla tower as well. I think some increased attack speed is always great. So one thing I noticed with this game is that it takes quite a long time to die, meaning that many of these levels can take around 20 minutes. even in the beginning, and then later on, of course, they're gonna take even longer as we slowly get better and better because of our tower upgrades, and maybe we also get a bit more clever over time. We figure out what's the best strategy to use in each of these levels here. So be prepared to spend quite some time on this game, although you can of course always pause, as you guys saw, go out to the menu, even quit the game, and come back later and continue where you left off. In terms of the in-app purchases, which is the last thing I just want to mention about this game, we have a coin doubler, and then we can just buy more of the game's only currency, which is the same currency that you guys saw us used before in the upgrading section of the game. So what do you think about this game? Let me know in the comment section down below. And now for the mobile gaming news of the day. And this one is a really interesting, a really juicy one, guys. Because listen to this. Cheetah Mobile, who apart from making utility apps for Android, have also made a lot of games, such as Piano Tiles 2, Dancing Line, Skidstorm that I even covered here on the channel, and several others. They have been found to not only potentially cheat advertisers in a way that I just won't be able to fully explain here in a short period of time, so go Google that. It's a rather interesting story. But they have also been found to collect data on everything you do on your phone. Yes, everything. Not only how you use their apps, but how you use anything on your phone. So if you've got any of their games or apps installed, I would suggest uninstalling them right now, because honestly, this seems a bit too fishy for me, and I don't think we should support these types of companies. So with that said, thank you so much for sticking around till the end of this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the game in the comment section down below. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys.